Cajun,
Yes, sir.
styling on them.
I know what it is.
Another week. Oh.
Need
Hold
the
up.
mic.
Need
Get
the
the mic.
mic. Get the mic. Got the mic. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Classic Joey, but that's neither here nor there. Got a new week, new fights, same island. Fight Island 5 on the way. I like it. And I'm gonna just say this for starters. I'm already liking this card better than last week, and we haven't even seen a fight yet. Not to say last week.
Easy
Not,
call.
not to say that last week was bad, but there was a lot of deciding going on. I don't like those I don't like decisions.
A lot to be desired.
Unless it's like one of those Bobby Green, Lando Venata decisions. But when it's the decisions where you fight of the night type of thing.
It was decent.
It was none of those on this card. It was none of those. A lot of one-sided decisions, but it was like, you wasn't even gonna get the stoppage type of one-sided. Outside of Casey Kenny
Right.
had the most. And Holly Holm had another impressive. Those are two impressive decisions. You still hating on the legend, but it's cool.
Shout out to
Wait.
Arena Aldana, first Mexican woman to ever headline the card. There you go.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
lost.
Big ups. She lost, but she did her thing. She got to a level that no Mexican woman has been able to get to. She's going to open up doors for future Mexican ladies, put them in the spotlight. So good. Shout out to Irene Aldana. And it's Spanish Heritage Week or Latin Heritage Week or whatever we're doing out there.
Interesting.
Or month, not week, but month. Hispanic Heritage Month. Let me get that correct. So yeah, man. But yeah. We're going to get this card started off right, man. They're getting this started good. They got one of Khabib's homeboys getting this card started. We get Tiger.
You gonna say the name?
And I had the name. Tiger Ulanbekov versus Bruno Silva. A nice little matchup here, man. We get I'm going to call this a grappler submission artist, which you don't typically see out of Russia. You normally see grappling, mauling artists. They just maul you ground and pound. But this guy gets off subs. He's threatening with this. Khabib gets off subs, but yeah.
At 5'7" and at this weight class, he's supposed to be out here trying to sub people, bro. He got the long limbs, long linky gangly limbs. Like
yeah.
Give me that neck. Pause.
Making his UFC. Oh, well, it depends on who you. Never mind. I was about to say, it depends on who you're telling to give it to you. But hey, man, I'm not gonna get to open up a can of worms. Don't want to get this started. But yeah, man, making his UFC debut. Get to a guy who's had some fights in the UFC, unsuccessful fights in the UFC. Bruno Silva.
Tough L.
He saw some good talent, and he has a draw with Casey Kenny back from his LFA days, and we saw Casey Kenny. I know Casey Kenny has improved since then, but hey, if you can go toe to toe with Kenny and pull out and the judges don't know who won on the decision, then you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby. And man, I'm gonna just give you the odds right off the back. You're probably wondering what's the odds. Ulanbekov comes in at a minus 350. Yeah. So they think you about to go out here and Casey Kenny, my guy?
They think you about to go out here and
look like
get Bruno Silva out of the UFC. Like that's
Silva plus 265.
I know where I was leaning already, but those odds are crazy.
Those odds are very misleading. Ulanbekov, man, good grappling. But that's what, in my opinion, that's all he has. He has to get fights to the ground. Good grappling, not like grappling submission. That's all he has. Standing up, he's not a fish out of water, but he's at a very, very, very huge disadvantage against my guy Silva in this fight, in my opinion.
Silva out here taking kickboxing matches and whatnot. So
yeah. And a lot of Ulanbekov fights I saw, he was very hittable, a bit of a stiff striker, stand straight up, head is out there for the taking. And long. He's gonna have to get this fight to the floor, or he's gonna get stopped. It's not even gonna be a decision. He's gonna get stopped if this fight stands for 3 rounds. He got to get this to the floor. He better get it to the floor. Man. Yeah, you don't want to have no bad UFC debut. He better get it to the floor.
Hey man, only one loss.
Oh, that's cool.
And he be out here finishing everybody. Everybody getting finished, man. I have my guy Tiger Ulanbekov winning. You know, Khabib can't have all his homies out here losing. I think he's gonna get it done. I think he is gonna be able to get it to the floor. Silva is no slouch on the floor itself, but he has been subbed a couple of times before, so that's kind of tough for him. I do think Silva is gonna have a pretty big strength advantage. He's a little more compact, 3-inch height disadvantage, but I mean, he make up for it with the muscle, you know.
Yeah.
Let him get that check hook off. Yeah, it might be curtains for you, but man, I think he's gonna get it to the floor. I think he's gonna get that neck. I think he's gonna get the sub. Pause. You know.
Oh man. We started off disagreeing, my brother. I
You
got
just like
Silva.
taking these underdogs, man.
Hey man, when I be taking these underdogs, they come through. Go ask my guy Carlos Felipe how he feels right about now. And this is what I'm about to see. Bruno Silva's striking is going to play the difference. You can't take down what's hitting you. High risk, high reward type of striker. He likes to take some risks, throw some things that can
I
get
give
him
you that.
stuck. But if it lands, you going night. He had a nice spinning back heel. I don't even know what type of kick you want to call that. Put over the sleeve. Didn't even bother doing the ground and pound. Landed it, walked off. Refs like, yeah, he don't want no more. But that being said, yeah, I got Bruno getting it done. Bruno Silva getting it done via stoppage. You can't allow this to get to the floor. If he gets to the floor, he lost.
All he needs to know is tap before it snap. That's all he needs to know. Just
Tap
tap.
before a snap. Tap before a snap.
No going to sleep over here. Tiger gonna win. You know, Tiger gonna win.
Oh man, I like
Tiger uppercut.
I like it. You got Tiger, Ulan back off. I got Bruno Silva. We already starting off disagreeing. Somebody's gonna be right after this first fight. Predicting this myself. But yeah,
Oh man, early prelims. These ones you ain't even supposed to bet on really.
Yeah. You know that's what I want to start. I don't even want to. I don't even want to touch these no more. I don't want to touch these no more, man. But yeah, y'all know what it is. Hit that subscribe button. There we go. There you go. And get in that comments, man. Get in those comments. Smash the like button. Smash it.
Smash.
Chimaev that like button. We gonna see y'all for the next fight. We got Tracy Cortez versus Stephanie Egger.
Caging.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Caging.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is. And we get to fight number 2. Number dos. We get Tracy Cortez versus Stephanie Egger. Hope they call her Egger. Hope they don't call her Eager or something like that.
Eager.
Stephanie Egger versus Tracy Cortez. We get a nice bantamweight bout for the ladies.
Little young thing over here. Cortez, you already know what they're trying to do.
I could have sworn Cortez came in at flyweight. She didn't come in at 125 against that Agapova fight at bantamweight too. Or maybe she's fighting up because of.
I think Agapova might be at 130. No, I think Agapova was at 125, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tracy Cortez fighting up a weight class in this one. It's one of those I ain't got a pandemic going on type of situation. But I digress. Both ladies coming in here only seeing defeat once.
Well, no, she fought Melo, so that gotta be 135. Yeah, gotta be 135.
True that. Yeah, I guess 135 is where she want to be.
Hey man, that's kind of thick for 5'5". Kind of thick for 5'5".
Oh man, I'm not even going where you're going. I'm not going where you're going. Ooh. But man, a nice matchup of grapplers, wrestlers, whatever you want to call it.
Both pretty inexperienced too.
Yeah.
8 fights to 6 fights, 7-1 and 5-1. 14 fights in between them. It's tough.
Very tough.
We gonna see.
Egger's making that UFC debut. We got a lot of debuts on this card.
A lot of good debuts though. A lot of good debuts.
Yeah. Favorable debuts. Seem like they're setting them all up with chance. Hey, these fights they can win. I think Egger has a shot.
She got shot. She
has a shot.
She gonna get beat up though.
Oh, she comes in here at 5'8" to a 5'5". Bigger fighter. A little bit better striking. In my opinion, a little bit stronger.
Might be stronger. Lower base wins.
That's true.
Let's go, Tracy. You saw what you did to Agapova. Just do that again. Do it again.
That hasn't aged well. Nor has
you saw what Agapova did to
Hannah Cypher. Say it to me.
Hannah Cypher.
Oh man. So you got the Hannah Cypher's win, but a Shauna Dobson L. No shade to Shauna Dobson, no shade to Hannah Cypher.
Danger.
But man, with all due respect, I'm not too sold on Tracy just yet to say she's what they have her as a plus. No, not a plus. Minus 280 favorite to plus 220 on Egger. Y'all making it seem like she's just about to go in here and Khabib her. Come on now, come
Man.
on.
It's a little bit too much deciding going on between these two women for me to even think that either one of them has
It's not
those
finished.
type of odds. Yeah, I mean, Egger got 3 finishes on her resume,
If the finish happens, it's coming from Egger with a sub. Coming from Egger getting a sub off.
and Egger got a win against Mara Borella. That was only her second fight in professionally. Mara was already 7 fights into her career, so I mean, we didn't see Mara lose quite a few times at this point in
I was
time.
going to say that hasn't aged. That doesn't age well either. But they're on.
This was like a young Mara,
They're on level
Mara.
playing fields going into this fight with Cortez and Egger. The Vanessa Melo fight, cool, but Vanessa Melo isn't top level competition. Like I said, this is a good fight for prospects. Nothing too crazy. Like, hey, we about to see if he can give you a title shot, give you top 15. It's just to see where you are moving forward.
If you're like the person that we're gonna put against more people coming into the UFC, or are you somebody that we're gonna move on to more established fighters?
Yeah, they don't want the Agapova Dobson type of situation.
Yes.
They don't. They were trying to.
Oh, we just gonna rush you in here with this one. She ain't that good anyway to us,
Little did they know.
Little did they know.
But yeah, man, it's good matchup against similar fighting styles. Gracie Cortez gets the takedown. She does a bit more of the mauling, ground and pounding as we saw in that Agapova Contender Series fight. And Egger
13-1 if you include her amateur career, man. 13,
Hey, sometimes they be leaving off a lot of amateur fights, as we saw with her guy Nate Smith. So we don't even know how many she actually got. But in this fight, you ready for my pick? You ready for my pick? I'm picking Stephanie Egger to get this done. And yes, I got back-to-back upsets getting this card started. Bruno Silva getting it done. Stephanie Egger getting it done. And I'm gonna tell you why. The fact that she threatens to get subs off, what I saw a very powerful grappler in the film I saw on Egger. Not to say Cortez isn't a powerful grappler, but she's going to be at a disadvantage due to the length. Agapova wasn't a good grappler. Vanessa Melo, not a good grappler. So you can get that off. You can get that off. Egger can throw shots that she's not caring about engaging with Tracy Cortez because that's what she wants to do anyway. Cortez is an animal on the mat. She's relentless, but I just think Egger is going to get it done via decision. It's going to be one of those 29-28. Mark my words, man. 29-28.
Oh, man.
Decision. Maybe even a sub.
We agree on one thing.
Maybe even
calm down. We agree on one thing. This is definitely going to decision. My girl Tracy Cortez is getting a win, of course. Come on, man. Come on. But she's, out of her 7 wins, she's been to a decision 5 times. Got 1 KO, 1 sub. I don't think a KO or a sub is happening here. So more than likely it's going to be some get on top of her ground and pound, use her wrestling. Hopefully she can get in. Hopefully this don't look like Pena versus GDR or nothing crazy like that. But, I mean, Egger ain't necessarily GDR or nothing. She just, nice little grappler herself, top control, pressure. It's pretty much the same fighter.
She fighting herself this tall.
Low woman wins. Let's go. Keep it done. Get it done. Younger fighter wins. Low woman wins. I'm not going to, talk about the aesthetics or anything, but
Oh man.
You know who they want to win.
Oh my goodness. You and the odds makers are heavily favoring Tracy Cortez. It's cool.
I think the odds makers are more so looking at the name and they like, oh well. Money probably clearly coming in on her just because she got the name.
They looking at her IG following like, oh yeah, she got to be good. That girl good. But the Egger's about to come.
Sounds like a winner to me.
About to come shocking. Like I said, you can't invest too much in these prelim fights because there's still not enough film on them. You don't know what they're good at. They're still learning.
You gotta scour the depths of the globe to even find actual fight footage. Like, it's tough.
Yeah, man. I'm rolling with Egger. You rolling with Cortez. We disagree in the first 2 fights, and I like it.
Cortez get the win. Bonus her.
I'm waiting for can't wait till Silva and Egger makes me look like an MMA genius. At that point, I might just buy me a shirt that says I'm an MMA genius. But yeah, man, y'all know what to do. Subscribe. I don't even want to beg
That
them
way-
to subscribe.
that way-
I don't even want to tell them to subscribe. But they should already know to subscribe.
I know what it is.
If you
Follow
YouTube,
on the Instagram.
yeah.
Hit us on the Twitter. TikTok coming soon. Facebook, we out here. You already know. If you on YouTube, you might as well be following it. Yeah.
Man,
Ain't nothing else to even
YouTube,
talk
you should
about
know how to
MMA
subscribe.
unless
I shouldn't
you,
have to
you
tell
know,
them to keep pointing at the button. Hey,
pound it.
subscribe.
Smash it.
Smash the like button. Watch
Hit the notification button too. Notification gang.
Oh man, we get a good fight coming up next. Chikadze versus Moraes.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's a good one. So yeah,
That's the one.
style.
Sure.
Caging.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Caging.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Fight of the night.
Oh, getting that prediction off early.
Hey man.
I can't even disagree. Well, you don't even need to go to a decision to get fight tonight, as you saw with Kai Car, France, and Roy Val. You just need excitement in the bottle and good back and forth. So yeah, this has to
knock
make
somebody down and not knock them out.
Oh man, you still you still bitter over that one. You still want my guy. You still want my guy Espino to get that PB. It's cool. It's cool.
Scarfo, bro. This is almost like a crippler crossface backwards, bro. Like, come on,
That
dog.
guy gonna be out here campaigning for people to get their PBs. I get it. I feel it. But man, we get Giga Chikadze, Omar Morales. This is striker's paradise right here, man. We get a powerful striker versus a dynamic. I like to call Giga a dynamic striker.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
Explosive striker.
You got those which one of y'all kick me type of
Right. He's
type of
fast.
movement.
I just think he's been in the UFC. He hasn't transferred that power over to these fighters. Came in here with nothing but finishes. Get in the UFC, can't get the finish. And this is gonna be the toughest one to get the finish on right here. So if he gets a finish on this,
two of them splitty too. So it's
yeah, he's winning by the skin of his teeth. And on this one, it's gonna be a tough night.
you gonna have to watch them calf kicks.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna
He
watch
got
them
them
hands.
Yeah. Them odds coming in: Morales minus 155, Chikadze plus 125. So fairly close. He's not a heavy
Close.
favorite, but he's slightly favored. But I just think it's gonna be tough because I only see Giga getting it done via decision. As far as Morales, he can stop a fight. We've seen, yeah, he can get it done. He hasn't got the stoppages as of late though.
True,
He's been on a little deciding streak as well. He got the stoppage on
got his last stoppage on the Contender Series.
right.
And he was on a 2-fight stoppage streak before that. So yeah, man. And he's undefeated. That's the one thing. It's like never lost. It's tough.
Never lost.
Tough to go against somebody when they ain't never lost. And Giga, I mean, I think he's very good. Have seen him lose though. He even lost on the Contender Series, and you know, it's rare that we even get guys that get to the UFC after losing on the Contender Series. But hey, his resume speaks for itself.
Right.
Very decorated kickboxer. Looking over his record right here on Trusty Dusty Topology, he got like a gang of kickboxing matches on their platform that they show. So I can only imagine how many actual kickboxing fights he has, because they're not a kickboxing company. They're not showing everybody's kickboxing matches. But he tended to in professional fighting, professional mixed martial arts. And like you said, he was finishing everything before he got to the UFC. So he got 7 stoppages on his resume. Morales, man, he's just tough, bro. Like, those calf kicks come fast. That one comes fast, and he's strong. Like, and that's one thing that we can't say about Giga too much is he got the diversity. He has the technique, I'll even say, but it's just not a lot behind a lot of his strikes. It seems like we saw him get the decision over Erwin Rivera in his last fight. That was his last fight. It's crazy to think, because I want to say Rivera fought. I know he fought at least once, but I think he fought twice since then.
He had Al Casey, and he had the other fight he just dropped.
Yeah, he fought. He done fought twice. Yeah, he done fought twice.
He was scheduled to fight Caceres. I think it was a COVID issue, so he was scheduled to fight.
I think that's more like a fight that I would expect Giga to have a better chance of winning. Because I don't even think necessarily that he beats Caceres, but they're both not necessarily, like, they're both flashy technical strikers, but not necessarily, hey, I'm about to sleep you. Like, whereas Morales, bro, like if he connect, Giga might be going night. So I don't
All right.
I don't know how easy it is to knock out a professional kickboxer because these guys are used to seeing strikes come at them and used to taking these type of hits. But nah, bro, nah.
So it's gonna be tough.
I don't think in the UFC he's felt this type of heat.
It is gonna be tough. Very, very tough for Giga in this one. Once again, both of these guys haven't gotten to finish. So I think somebody's getting to finish this fight. One of these guys are getting to finish. They haven't got the UFC finish they've been looking for. I just think Morales has that power. I wonder if he's able to bring it down with that 10-pound weight cut, coming down from 155 to 145. But if he rehydrates because Giga seems a bit slim, doesn't really rehydrate. He doesn't really rehydrate to anything larger than
Sean Wood team. He got that Sean Wood team.
Oh, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far on the spectrum of how skinny he is. But yeah, he's Sean Woodson-esque. Very, very close to it.
Pretty close.
Roosevelt Roberts, I'll say. A little bit more on them, but a little bit more meat on the bone, but not too much. I just think those leg kicks, those calf kicks are going to be the difference. Morales can put you out with those. Almost like Chris Gutierrez, Alex Perez with those calf kicks. But he got to use them. We saw Chris Gutierrez not even use them in that last fight he had. Ended up getting a draw decision because he waited till the third round.
Those lately. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Giga's no slouch. He has the win over Rivera, who's a very high pressure fighter. Just short. Has the win over Jamal Emmers, who's a good fighter, but lacks the power. This guy's gonna have the power. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm rolling with Morales getting it done though. I just think that power is gonna be the difference. Those calf kicks are gonna come into play. And the power in his hands. Giga doesn't have the power in his hands like Morales does. So
Giga does throw a lot of heavy, not heavy, but Giga does throw a lot of slapping high kicks. So he's gonna have to watch for that coming in. Morales for sure gonna have to watch for that coming in. Giga has about a 1-inch height advantage. I don't think his reach is much longer. No, they got the same reach. So yeah, this is I got Morales. I for sure got Morales. That calf kick and that 1-2, bro, it's tough. He got a lot of speed behind his punches. And he got good footwork too. I like it.
We finally decide on something, and it just so happens to be fight of the night contender. So man, I'm going into the fourth fight 3-0, 2 upsets in Morales. Hey man, this is good. It's good night. Good night. Good night. But yeah, man, stay tuned. We got our guy. I'm surprised Giga isn't after this fight. They got Ali Al-Quasi and Tony Kelly up next. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, good fight. Catch the next vid. We gonna see y'all. Catch y'all on the flip. It's Cajun.
Styling on him.
Oh man, y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Oh, whoa. You follow up your prediction for fight of the night with the PB. My opinion.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say PB alert. Nothing too crazy, but a PB alert on the way in this one. Man, we got 2 guys coming off of L's. Both impressive L's. Ali Al-Quasi could have won his fight against Urban Rivera. Was a split decision. I think Tony Kelly lost the splitty to Kai Kamika. I know he lost the decision, but it was very, very close. Ended up being a fight of the night winner. I do remember that part. So we might see a fight of the night, but for sure PB coming off 2 guys who got bad taste in their mouth after their last fights because they were in it, but they left it up to the judges. I don't think this one get left up to the judges at all, which is why I'm giving it the PB alert. We get Al-Quasi, decent striker, competent striker. More so a guy who strikes to get into grappling range, but
poor man.
I'll say Marab. I was about to say poor man's Dariush, somewhere in there, somewhere along those lines. But man, once he can get off a sub standing. He can get him off from mounted position. Very, very good fighter in his own right. He struggled against Rivera. Rivera's a very, very strong guy for that class because he's, short guy, compact.
And he's fast.
He's fast. Fast. But man, Tony Kelly on the other end. What I saw against Kai Kamika as the fight progressed. He started off kind of slow. Kamika was getting off on him. I thought it was about to be a stoppage for Kamika, and that would actually. And Tony Kelly said, you know what? I'm about to put these paws on you real quick. You tired? Nonstop pressure. Kelly kept coming forward, even though he was getting hit. He never backed down. And I expect him to do the same. Constant pressure. He's going to be the taller fighter in this fight. Let me just get the heights out there.
5'9".
Not too much. 5'9" versus 5'6", I believe. Yeah, 5'9" to 5'6". So
2 and 3.
that is, that's going to be
5'9"
huge.
pretty tall for 135.
And Tony Kelly, he doesn't look like how we're going to see Ulanbekov. He's going to look slim at 125. This Tony Kelly actually fills out pretty well. Nice rehydration. So Ali Al-Qaisi's about to have his hands full. And probably gonna have a hand in his face because this is what's about to happen. Tony Kelly about to get this W off. I don't even want to waste any time any longer. That's what I got getting this PB in this one.
Man.
That's what I got getting PB in this one, man.
Man.
The odds on it say Kelly 2-1 favorite at -205 to +195 on Ali Al-Qaisi. That's how I pretty much expect the fight to look, considering what we saw in their last showing. Although both performed well, I just think Tony Kelly had the better showing. He's gonna come out here and show out. He's tasted 50,000 already.
That's true.
He's tasted with that
in a loss though. In a loss.
So he's about to say, so I can go out and get this every night? Oh yeah. Sign me up, Dana.
Plus some more money.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Al-Qaisi actually had the tougher fight of the two of them coming in. But like you said though, the Kamika fight was a loss. It wasn't even a split. It was a unanimous. But he did almost win that fight. He did almost come back and win that fight. Like he was in it until the end. So you got to give him some love for that. Man, those odds just kind of threw me off. I was thinking Al-Qaisi had a chance, get his wrestling off, utilize some top position. But there, hey, I'm not confident enough in Al-Qaisi for this to be the underdog that I'm taking with those odds. Tony Kelly, like you said, man, he's resilient. I do remember the fight with Kamika, and Kamika was putting in work. Kamika is a very good fighter, young fighter. Tony Kelly's a little bit older to not have so many fights. He's only 8 fights in, 33 years old, but he had a pretty extensive amateur career. So, I mean, he's seen some things. He done seen some things. I don't necessarily think he's gonna get a stoppage. He got 2 more losses in as an amateur, so
Yeah. I was saying his only 2 losses are to Kamika, who pretty good LFA fighter, and Kevin Aguilar, who at one point was an LFA champion. So he's only losing to
and both
fairly
of those
good.
guys had. Kamika at the time was 7-2. Aguilar at the time was 10-1. So he's fighting tough competition. I don't see a finish in this fight, but I definitely see how Tony Kelly is favored now, especially looking at it after the fact. After hearing the odds, I'm going back looking at the records of some of the guys that Ali Al-Qaisi was fighting, and it makes sense now. It makes sense. And you were good over there, but are you good over here? That's what.
Most definitely. And Erwin Rivera only win in the UFC is Ali Al-Qaisi. So that's another telling sign. He's lost to everybody else he faced. The Giga fight, you can give him a pass on. You give him a pass on the Giga fight, but he had time to train for these other.
He gets 6 feet. This guy's 5'5". Like,
fighting up a weight class, so last minute. So that fight, understandable. The other 3, he only won one of those, and that was against Ali Al-Qaisi. So
he almost won the other one too, though. But
almost don't be counting. Almost don't be counting. He fought Jamal Emmers, right? No, not Jamal.
I can't remember my guy's name.
I'm about to get this.
The black dude.
I'm about to get this off for Urban. Oh, Ewell. Andre Ewell. That's what it was. Yeah, he was getting pieced up in that fight. Yeah. But this isn't an Urban Rivera fight. This is for Giga. I mean, not Giga, but Ali Al-Qaisi, and I think Tony Kelly gets it done. You got Kelly getting it done.
No stoppage. They deciding.
Tony Kelly done tasted a PB. He about to go out here and try to make another peanut butter and jelly sandwich on somebody. Tony Kelly with the stoppage. Nice finish. Because he actually gets a training camp. Last time we seen him, that was a short notice fight. So we're about to see a complete version of Tony Kelly in this one. I think he shows up and shows out. Easy. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Oh man, the next fight. I don't even want to give it the name on the next fight because already it's your guy. It's both of your guys. Let's go, Bucko.
Oh man.
And Impa.
Why they
But
always do this? Why they always do
Oh
this, man?
man.
I'm not even gonna say what they be doing, but you know what they be doing. You know what they be doing.
I'm here with you. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
There be a lot of crime going on. A lot of crime that we ain't even asked for. But you know.
And we trying to say that they matter, and look what they're trying to do. Look what they're doing to us.
Crime based on proximity, you know.
Oh man. But yeah, man. Catch you on the next vid. Cause we styling on Cajun. Get in them comments. Hit the subscribe button.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Other fight of the night.
It's producing something. Something is coming from it. It's either Friday night or PB on this one right here. And there might even be this might even be a bodybuilding contest award winner on this one because we get two guys that are built, shredded, coming in here looking like Paulo Costa type fighters, just yoked for no reason.
Facts.
Young
Joe Wells.
Yeah, we get Impa Kasanganai versus Joaquin Buckley. Nice showdown in middleweights. I know you're disappointed.
Didn't want to see these guys fight each other. I
like
understand why they did them though. I understand why they did them.
Very comparable in styles and
both raw talent.
Yeah, raw talents built the same. Although they did give Kasanganai Patolo, would you say Patolo's kind of a raw talent too?
True. I think Patolo is a step up from this fight though. You would think. But it's like you still even if he was, it was a decision. And at 8-0, you kind of don't want to rush still. I mean, Impa's only 26, so yeah. Well, I mean, Buckley's only 26.
This is gonna be a tough fight. Buckley looked good against Holland until the fight got stopped. But
he looked like he knew how to throw a strike and stuff.
He looked like
it's just something.
Put him out to get him off of you for sure.
Facts. And also, you just can't. It's really nothing you can even do when you just can't reach a guy's face. Like, no offense, no shade.
He wasn't aiming.
Man, it didn't look like he was aiming at the face.
Oh,
it's in all shoulders. With this fight, it's no 5-inch height advantage. So, they both actually an inch apart in height, same reach, same age. This is about as close of a fight as you're gonna get. And man, it's tough. I think Impa has the tools. I think he has even a good technique, very good defense with his striking. Always keeps his hands up, trying not to get swept.
He's very
Buckley is just reckless though, bro. Like, I don't know. I need to see him. I really wish it would have been against somebody that I didn't like, because the way that he swings is like, if he hits you, bro, like you gonna know. Like, this
is a very favorable match for Buckley, and Buckley gets guys up out of there. Out of his 10 wins, 7 of them are KOs. Well, he's coming with some power. Impa on the other end, no KOs, even though he's built like he should have KOs. He's not getting the KOs.
You know how to
got 2 subs on his record though. But
he seems like he throws to be more technical and not necessarily with the reckless haymakers and the overhands and that.
Right.
Like, he's trying to make sure he's technically sound and keeps his defensive fundamentals up to par.
I think that can come back to haunt him. He doesn't take the
risk,
the high risk, high reward shots. He does, as you said, he's more sound on defense. It's gonna be hard to land a strike, but if you know this guy is gonna either get it, you're gonna see the judges. And Buckley, once again, I always say, leaving that type of power around for 15 minutes, you might be in trouble.
Oh man, I can't pick.
Oh, you don't want to pick it. I know what's happening in this one. The reason I don't like it is because I'm rooting for. It's gonna get my pick away already. What I'm about to say, but you're rooting for Impa. You know he's wet behind the ears. I actually thought he was gonna lose that fight to Patolo. Surprised me in that.
I thought so too. Facts.
He looked good. Landed some nice, powerful shots, but he never followed those powerful shots. He landed with anything like, "Hey, I'm about to." He didn't look depressed too much, and like you said, Buckley's very wild, but controlled wild, but
strong wild.
Yeah. That's a cold little word. Hey, I'm strong wild up in there. I like it. I'm gonna have to start using that, bro. Bucky out here strong wild on them. If you ever see,
Oh man.
it now makes me wonder: have I ever seen weak wild though? So like that's the thing. Have you ever seen?
It's
He's out here throwing a little noodle arm punches.
It's two guys. It's two guys that you can say strong wild, bro. Joaquin Buckley, Spike Carlisle. That's it. Like
Spike is like strong wild with a caffeine boost or something.
Facts.
Yeah, Spike be going in.
Energy drink.
I'll never forget Spike. I told you can never forget Spike with a name like Spike.
Facts.
Never forget Spike. But yeah, man, this fight, man, the odds are coming back. These are some shocking odds, especially for, I'm about to give it away for my pick, but we got Kasanganite coming at -265 to Buckley at +205.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you what happened. They saw how Buckley couldn't touch Holland's face, and it was like, maybe he really just not that good. But it's like, dog, you got to see how hard he was swinging. I'm gonna say again. After my guy Izzy's last fight, I went back and watched his fight against Whitaker and went back and watched his fight against Romero because I was like, maybe I'm missing something. Where's these guys hitting him like that? Like, oh, I'm tripping. Bruh, Whitaker was out there throwing everything, just could not hit the face. Like, Whitaker landed a whole bunch of everything else. Some nice body shots, might have landed a couple jabs here and there, but like every power shot that he tried to load up on, matrix the hell out of that.
You gotta, you can't discredit Holland's defense.
Oh, it's the shoulder roll. It's the shoulder roll and the fact that he got a 5-inch height advantage. Same thing with Izzy versus Whitaker. Same thing with Izzy versus Costas. Like, as soon as you even think you're getting close enough for your punching range, hey, bro, I know how long your arms are. They're not longer than mine. So, hey, if I feel like I could touch you, my head shouldn't be nowhere near where you swinging to. It's that simple. Like, whereas in this fight, they even, bro. Like, he about to be swinging at an even playing field. This is tough. I'm going with Impa. I got Impa.
Impa doesn't have the greatest movement, like a Izzy, like a.
Oh yeah, it's not even
those
close.
Are the
No, not
those
even
are
close.
very slick.
Not even close.
And
tall.
But because Darren Stewart couldn't touch him either. Darren Stewart he's not short, but he's not tall. He's not short, 6 feet tall. But hey, he couldn't even touch Holland too much in those fights. So Buckley had his work cut out in that one. But in this one, like you said, they're even level. They about to be eye to eye, nose to nose, chin to chin. You rolling with Impa, you said. I'm about to cut you off on your pick.
I gotta take my guy, man. I gotta take my guy. Still remember he went on a contender series. Followed him on Instagram that day. I was like, yeah, hey, bro, you nice. And this was the first time he was on contender series too. And they gave him the we're gonna give you a developmental deal. And I want to say they tried to put him in LFA, but then it just wasn't no LFA fights because the Rona. But yeah, man. Big fan of my guy Impa. Don't want to see him fight against another. I'll say it, black dude.
Oh my god.
Black on black crime, man. Come on.
I don't want to see him fight Buckley because I actually like Buckley from the heart that he showed in the Kevin Holland fight. He took that fight on short notice. And he didn't go in there trying to survive. He went in there trying to win. And anytime I see a fighter do something like that, same thing with Aaron Rivera versus Giga Chikadze, you win bonus points for me. I mean, I know it doesn't mean anything to the fighter, but you win a fan. You win somebody who's a fan of your guts. Your willingness to put yourself out there, knowing you're at a disadvantage, probably cardio-wise, skill-wise, and just preparation-wise. Just like my guy who knocked out Roosevelt Roberts, just like Damon Jackson. Like, you come in there and you get it done, or you at least try to get it done. You always get a fan from me. So, but yeah, I'm also a fan of Impa because of his story. Contender series, he was out here writing notes on napkins to the to the UFC people. I believe that was Impa, right? Yeah. So yeah, man, don't like to see this fight. Two guys I'm rooting.
He was out there willing to take a fight a week later. Come on, man.
But somebody got to lose unless we get a draw here, but it's not going to happen.
Draw.
Unfortunately, I got Buckley getting the stoppage. Sorry to do it to your guy, but Buckley getting the stoppage. Oh my god.
Never lost. Gotta show me. I gotta see it. Never lost. Hand be right here for it. He gonna catch it. Whatever. Hand be right here for it.
He hasn't fought anybody like Buckley yet. Only 8 fights in developmental.
That's true.
He hasn't seen anybody with this wild strength or strong wildness. So yeah, man. So that's what I got. I got
Take
Buckley.
him down. Take him down.
He's strong too. You can't like this is These are equally built fellas, man. This. Yeah, this one is gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. More so on Kasanga night than I think it is going to be on Buckley. I don't know how the odds maker has that as minus 265.
I'm telling you, bro, they sleeping on the fact that that Buckley just fought a giant at 185.
Yeah, they're sleeping on Buckley for sure. These odds more so probably should have been closer to a pick 'em, especially coming from a guy who was on a developmental deal. Paul Felder said after Contender Series he still should be on a developmental deal. He got the deal anyway. Dana gave him the fight. He beat Patolo. Now he's here fighting the guy who,
all three decisions, all three decided.
Yeah. And then again, if you go on the decision, I don't know how your odds can be anything higher than like a 135. If you're a decision fighter,
I guarantee you, when the props come out on this fight, Buckley probably will have more than 2-1 KO compared to what Impa has. Like the odds are going to be like more than double on a knockout, probably 4 times as much on a knockout. So with that being said, it's like I don't understand how you're 2.5 to 1 favorite to win. Like that sounds pretty asinine. And that's still my guy. That's my guy.
You know his flaws. See, I think you pick
his flaw. I'm picking a decision. I'm picking a decision. Take him down.
Not your heart.
Take him down. Get some cage clinches in. Hopefully it's not the good rep from last week.
Down. Oh yeah, bring him back. Make him do every fight. Gotta find my guy now. But yeah, man, y'all know what it is. We didn't make this like double the length, but hey, it's a good fight. Good fight.
Subscribe,
like, comment, do whatever you want to do.
Retweet,
retweet it, repost it.
Post it wherever you like. Yeah,
Take a screenshot. Make it your screensaver next time. Easy.
With a face like this.
And I'm like, man. Lucky your phone is cracked, because don't be blaming us for cracked screens and all that, man. Oh, but yeah, man, it's Cajun style. We styling on them.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
And see what they did here? They put the heavies on the prelims. And not even as the main event on the prelims. They should have did this last week. Should have did this last week. Yeah, and these was actually last week wasn't bad heavies. They just one of them performed badly. Let's just say that. But I'm predicting what we predicted last week, a finish.
This fight is not going anywhere but a finish. This is this is not one of those. This is not one of those lumbering and bumbering.
They lumbering and bumbling, but they finish lumbering and bumbling. They getting it done. We get Rodrigo Nascimento and Chris Dachhaus.
Whole lot of finishes between the two of them, Brad. Whole lot.
Only one decision. Only one decision between
nobody
the two
trying to decide.
One decision. So, and we got a lot of subs on one end, a lot of knockouts on one end. What is going to happen here? Last time we saw Nascimento, he had my guy Dontel Mays all hemmed up, got the sub finish.
I called that one.
You called it.
That one, yeah.
I remember that was early into our podcasting career. I was like, yeah, Dontel Mays about to put them paws on him. Nope. Didn't go as such. Got choked out.
Nascimento is nice. Dachhaus is strong, super strong. Big dude, big boy. I want to say, wasn't he the one that was sitting on Porter?
No.
Or
you thinking of Romanoff? He slapped Porter. Yeah. He didn't even get a chance to sit on Porter. There you go. Had his knuckle sound for your trouble.
Hey man, it's tough. I don't think he's I honestly don't think he's beating Nascimento standing, or if it goes to the ground. So. But at the same time, Dachhaus is a huge guy.
Nascimento ain't little.
Oh yeah. No. Ain't nobody small in this fight. They both coming in here pretty close to the limit at heavyweight. So
right.
Neither one of them are close to making that 205 pound limit. So
nobody threatened that challenge in the 205 belt in this one. So yeah, it's a good matchup. Odds coming back on that one. Rodrigo Nascimento minus 285 to plus 225 for Chris Dachhaus. In my opinion, that makes sense.
More ways to win.
He has more ways to win, but I think Doghouse does. You don't want to stand with this guy. He has good power. Well, you can stand with him. He has good power, but I think Nascimento is not going to be Parker Porter in this case.
Right.
And you know, Doghouse is fighting up the ranks in this one, and I like Nascimento. His grappling
I like
is
Nascimento.
I was about to say his grappling is top notch. Jiu-jitsu is very good, and it's one of we don't see too many jiu-jitsu heavyweights.
Right.
Or heavyweights that use jiu-jitsu outside of Verdum. It's almost a lost art. All those guys are normally knockout artists. So Nascimento is going to have a if he gets past this fight, he's going to have a bright future because he's going to bring something to the table that not too many heavyweights outside of Olenek and Verdum is using. We also got Martian Tybura who likes to get you hemmed up, possibly get off some subs.
Clinch. Yeah, clinch.
Spivak, that's who I was thinking. Yeah. Spivak is a guy who can get off some submissions. So, yeah, he brings himself into a small list of heavyweights with good ground game. Outside, because all these guys are looking to just knock your block off. It's a lot easier.
And it's crazy, bro. I actually think he has the hands to knock these folks' block off. Still, like he doesn't do it. He's not actually.
Yeah, that's a good.
This is he's moving up. He's moving far up and fast up if he gets it done, because ain't nothing set in stone in the UFC, as we see by my guy.
Especially as a heavyweight. Whew. She could have just said Roosevelt Roberts. At least Jourdain was able to get a draw out of me.
Shout out to whoever voted that 30-27.
30-27. You didn't think Coulibaly did anything? I'm telling you, bro.
He almost knocked his ass out in the first round. So it's like, what were you even watching? Like,
I'm telling you, some of these judges be having money on these fights. Like, man, I put 50 on Jourdain. I ain't letting them. I ain't letting this money off. This was my short pick of the night. But yeah, man. Back to this one. Good heavyweight bout. Both guys look good in their UFC debuts. Both got finishes in their UFC debuts. Like I said, Nascimento rear naked choke over Dontel Mays. Chris Dockhouse basically knocked Parker Porter's lights out. And I think that was a pick'em fight. So he really didn't, shock the world in that one. It was a pick'em. But he looked good. He looked good while it lasted, because that fight was pretty quick. But he showed off his power in that short amount of time. But I'm still going with Nascimento. I just think Nascimento has way more ways to win. Can get it done standing. I said the same thing about Parker Porter. Parker Porter has subs on his record, but I just think he's not Nascimento. No, he's not
Nascimento. Going to knock him down or get him down some sort of way. I think this is going out with some sort of arm triangle, and yeah, man, this might be a PB.
A PB's coming. PB's on this one.
And it's crazy. We only 6 fights in, 6 or 7, 6 fights in right now. Yeah, we only 6 fights in right now. We've already called out 2 or 3 PBs. And
just called PB alert. PB alert.
We still got a lot of good fights coming, bro. We got Americana and Barbosa, and the main event is crazy. So it's
gonna be a lot of PB and jellies. A lot of PBs and jellies. A lot of jellies.
Yeah. Facts.
A lot of jelly. All the jelly in this one. Like, how was his finish better than mine, Dana?
Show me
what he did. What did he do that I did? There's gonna be a lot of that.
The same weight class. Hey, you got my 50K? Okay. Hey.
Book it.
I want this guy next.
They're gonna have what's his name? Hardy in there talking to him. So who you want to fight next? The guy that Dana think won't get the 50K over me. That's all I want. That's what I want.
Oh man.
But yeah, I got Nascimento. You got Nascimento.
Easy work.
That's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
That's the way. Take you to the promised land. It's Cajun styling on
you.
Yes, sir. Yee.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is. And we reached the prelims, or the main event of the prelims, and it is a super good one in my opinion. We get Tom Breeze versus KB Bueller. Another guy making his UFC debut. And the fight that I think is about to be a continuation of that Giga Morales fight to an extent. But we got two good strikers in this one. One very good striker. Another guy who's a competent striker who likes to get his subs off, and Tom Breeze. And I don't even know where to go with this fight. I just wish I can take what's in my mind how I see this fight have been put on the screen. I think this one is going to be actually fight of the night, even with the Moraes versus Sandhagen main event. I think this one is going to deliver. I think this one is.
I can for sure see a PB. My guy Bueller, strangely enough, he's 8-0, and the only fight that I even found online for him was a amateur fight where the dude he fought looked like he was a can. Like, I'm not gonna say like he wasn't a can. It said that it was both of their first fight, but he beat the brakes off that dude. Like leg kicks galore. Basically, almost finished him 2 or 3 times. It was an amateur fight, so whatever rules they were fighting under, you couldn't even punch people in the face while he was on the floor. So he was killing his body when he had him on the floor, and I was like, okay, like this is different. Like, this is different. But he for sure showed me enough in that fight, and that was 5 years ago too, to say, damn, this dude is nice. Like, he came in there like as 0-0, like way nicer than the other guy that was 0-0. So I could see how he got to being 8-0. Like, good dude.
Good dude. You get and Bueller has a 75% finishing rate, 4 KOs, 2 subs, and that 8-0 record. And he's making his debut. He is fighting up against Tom Breeze. Tom Breeze is a very, very good fighter. Last time we seen him, he had the 2 L's. He's coming off one of Freddie Vosgrove and Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen, a very, very, very tough grappler. He tried to get in the ring with, strong, powerful. As you know, he lost via ground and pound. So, you know, proves my point. But in this fight, it's favorable for Breeze because he's not going to have to deal with that grappling. He's going to deal with a guy who likes to strike. Although Bueller can get off subs, can get off some nasty subs, it's just going to be tough for Bueller. I think he's maybe a little too early in his career. It's not like Tom Breeze has a ton of fights, but I think it's a difference in experience levels in this fight.
The grappling experience is for sure gonna play a difference. Like, one guy out here doing grappling tournaments, and the other guy is just out here, you know, I could grapple a little bit for, you know, what we doing.
That makes all the sense. They do say it's the difference between MMA grappling and grappling, like regular grappling, regular jiu-jitsu. MMA makes it getting in the ring with everybody, mixing up the arts, makes it a bit different, but it's still going to be tough. As my guy Tom Breeze has already faced MMA or UFC talent, and he didn't get the W. Well, he didn't get the W in the last 2 fights, but he's beaten some guys that are UFC talents. And Bueller has yet to face a guy on that level.
It's he hasn't faced anybody on this level. He was set to fight Jordan Williams. I think he probably would have dusted him off. Sorry, Jordan Williams. Man.
No objection.
And he was actually set to face Tom Breeze a week ago as well. The inexperience is kind of tough, but I think Bueller has what it takes to get this done. Like you said, only been to a decision twice in his pro career. He's gonna have to stay off the floor with his lack of experience, because like you said, he can sub you, but he's not necessarily like, oh, I'm just out here subbing everybody. Like, no. So at that point, don't even go to the floor with somebody who's out here grappling matching in his spare time. His stand up is nice though. That's what I do like. I do think his stand up is super nice. Tom Breeze is only 10-2, so it's not like he's out here just mad losing to people. 10-2, 11-2. Yeah, see, he not out here just getting pieced up and beat up on. But I do think Bueller has something for him that he's not quite expecting. Not quite expecting. 2 super tall dudes too. Super tall. We ain't got no reach on Bueller, but they're both 6'3", 6'4". So, yeah.
185, that's good. Some good height at 185. And I misspoke. The Freddie Vosgrove fight was actually a grappling tournament. Had it up for whatever reason. But I don't even count on this loss. So he only had that 1 loss previously, which is to Brandon Allen.
Got another loss in the UFC. Splitty, but
Sean Strickland. Yeah. But yeah, you got KB Bueller. I'm actually rolling with Tom Breeze on this one. I think Breeze is about to breeze through this.
Fight of the night. Oh, Breeze? He gonna breeze through it? Oh man.
Odds coming back on this minus 205 for my guy Tom Breeze. I know I had to have written this down wrong because I got it as plus 205 for Bueller. So I'm guessing somebody in here is 265. Let me discount double check that real quick.
I got Bueller.
Yeah, I got Breeze about to get it. Breeze about to get the subber. Let me double check the odds. Oh yeah, Tom Breeze minus 265. So 2.5 to 1 favorite. And it's just, I just think it's that experience that like Bueller's good. He just hasn't. You don't know what you don't know. Maybe he is that good, and we haven't seen him against those guys because he has been finishing guys. But he's going to have to work to get this finish, and I think Tom Breeze is going to pull it off.
Stay off your back.
I think he's going to get a submission stoppage in this one.
Stay off your back.
Get the stuff. So yeah, man. We disagreed 3 times on this one. And we just
3 out of 7.
3 out of 7. We ain't even made it to the main card yet. I'm eager to see what's about to happen on the main card. Cause I be slaying them on the main card. My undercard, but this time I got it. Got the 2 major upsets at the beginning. Got my guy Bruno Silva getting it done. My girl Stephanie Egger getting it done. This ain't even an upset, but we just disagree. Tom Breeze getting it done. You know what it is. But like always,
Cajun style. Up there. Sub. Up there. That's the only thing getting subbed. Y'all subbing up there. Tom Breeze.
Tom Breeze about to put in that word. Sorry, KB. Style on him, though. Style on him.
The guy out here looking like Aladdin. You already know what he doing. You know what he doing.
Oh, man.
Comment. Let us know. Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Hey man, they brought it. Oh, need the mic. I keep forgetting the mic. I have to move out the way. Kids be in the way. I'm messing with stuff. Come on. There we go. So yeah, they changed it to the main card. So we had to change clothes on them. Hit them with the Jay-Z for real. Change clothes, then go. It's all good. It's all good, man. They start this main card off with a guy we've been rooting for this guy for a minute.
I think everybody's rooting for him at this point.
Yeah, nice young talent. Yusuf Zalal going up against Ilya. Is it Tapuria? I'm gonna just call him.
I'm gonna call him IT.
IT, not Isaiah Thomas from the Boston Celtics. But yeah, we gonna call him IT. Just call him It. Just call him It. Zalal versus It. No all due respect for my guy IT. But man, Zalal has looked good in his last couple of performances here on UFC. Showed up against Jordan Griffin and hasn't looked back.
Yeah, showed up against Peter Barrett too. Like you said, young prospect, still I think only 24, right? 24. That sounds crazy. To be this experienced at 24, 10 wins, 2 losses. He's on a 4-fight win streak. He had finished all of his fights up until he got to the UFC. So that's something to look out for. We talked about that earlier with my guy Giga, Shikatsi.
Man.
I think
even Moraes had the same type of situation.
I think that might be a little bit more of a reason why I was expecting Yusuf to fight fight the other guy, fight a Giga. But you know, he comes in, he's fighting against IT, who pretty much is out here on the same situation. 8-0, 8 wins, still a young prospect, only 23. So I'm not gonna say that the guys that he was beating were necessarily the best of the best guys, but it's some pretty decent records in his wins, and all 8 of his wins have been finished too. So, and you already know we like guys that never lost.
Never lost.
Yeah,
that's gonna change today.
There you go. You said it, not me.
You're gonna now be in the ranks of the beaten in this one. I like Zalal. He's had the issue I think lately of not getting finished. He fights to the level of his competition. It seems there's no reason why he shouldn't have finished off Peter Barrett, especially with that fight. I think he dropped him in like the first 3 strikes of the fight. Barrett was already on the canvas.
Fighting, and then he got out in the 3rd round too. That was a little bit.
Learning experience. Hopefully he learns like, hey, He's gonna need a full gas tank for this fight. I don't know if there's a finish. No finish coming. I don't see it.
Finish?
I don't see a finish coming in this one. Guys are both equally talented. The odds say it's going to be a close fight. Even though Yusuf almost 2-1, he's coming in at minus 185 to plus 150 for IT. I expect it to be a competitive fight. IT is not going to be overwhelmed making his UFC debut. We get two guys who are I like Zalal striking, but he's also strong in the clinch. A good striker, strong in the clinch. And he's going to have that strength in the clinch because IT got 7 subs on his record. So he out here.
I was about to say he's out here looking to get you to the ground, looking to dominate ground position. He done finished guys with mounted guillotines and stuff. So you already know a couple of guillotines, a couple of anacondas, rear nakeds. But that mounting guillotine is what I was really looking at.
Don't give him the neck.
Gotta stay off the back.
Pause. No, you can say just say just don't put your neck out there. That's all you gotta do.
True.
Because he's getting off a lot of chokes. He's not getting off arm bars. He's not Americanas. He's not getting you with Moraes. He's getting all chokes. He's cutting off the airway. But if you do get in that choke, Zalal, tap it. Don't snap it. Don't tap it before you snap it, man. You gotta. Hey, I don't want to see
no
you
more seizure legs. No more seizure legs. Nah.
Yeah, but I expect Zalal to keep this fight standing. If it's standing, he's gonna have a striking advantage. He's gritty, nice, strong fighter. He doesn't have a area where he excels, but he's pretty much good on the ground, and he's good in the clinch, and he's good in the striking. He can do a little bit of it all. I would say striking is his best.
I think he excels. He just doesn't have the grown man strength yet, and that's the tough part. 24, man, 24. He finally gets another young guy. This other young guy might just, someone might be one of those things where you just don't know what you just don't know yet. Ain't never tasted defeat. He gonna see some feet on Saturday. I'm predicting a couple of head kicks landing. But
especially with that height disadvantage, 5'10" to 5'7" on this one.
Oh, and Lau got a 75-inch reach too. So I done seen a couple of 6'3", 6'4" guys with only a 74-inch reach on this card. So that should tell you something.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I'm rolling with Lau getting it done in this one.
Decision.
Competitive fight, competitive decision. Nice way to open up the main card, and quite possibly, since they're somewhat so evenly matched, a fight of the night.
Contender.
It's contender. There's too many good fights on this card. We didn't do the breakdown for that last card. Yeah, we probably wouldn't have gave anything a PB alert, fight of the night alert. No shade, but yeah, man, yeah. It is what it is. So you guys allow, I guys allow. Yusuf making it four in a row in the UFC, and moving on to bigger and better things, man. Getting it done.
If he could get a finish, man, they giving him a top 15 opponent next. But I don't think he can get a finish. So I think
at featherweight that quick, I don't know if he's ready for.
He's gonna get another one of these not quite top 15, but right there. It might end up with a Billy Q.
And see, I don't know if he's ready for Billy Q just yet.
Oh man,
I think Zalal. I think you got to take your time with Zalal.
He's still
not yet. Maybe Spike Carlisle, but Spike Carlisle, yeah. See. And that's my point right there.
That dude is wild.
Zalal's good, but he's almost in that Kasanganai, Buckley point in their careers where, hey, you're good, you look good, but you're probably not. Green. Yeah, you're still not ready for some of these guys off here. Because Billy Q, I don't know if you want that. I don't know if you want either of those guys just yet.
Maybe. Ain't nobody trying to get knocked out like that, bro.
Too much energy.
Give him Jordan or something.
Yeah, that's more of a reasonable opponent. Even the guy that Jordan fought,
Koulibaly.
Yeah. So I feel like he's in that realm of fighters. Maybe biting off a bit too much with an Andre Fili, but that would be like the max level type of fighter I would give him if he wins this fight.
Fili versus Quarantillo. Bucket.
Mm-hmm. I give my guy Fili. Yeah. You give my guy Fili a lot right there. But he just, No, but hey, low-key, Fili, I think Fili is experienced enough to handle something like that.
Well, I think
Yeah, at that point, give it to him. He already fought Youssef to a close fight. But yeah, man, we're about to ramble on for a low. We're about to have 2 fights on 1 fight. So yeah, catches. We're about to give you some more of these previews. More fights coming. You know what it is. We styling on them. Get in the comments. There you go. Easy word.
Caging.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Caging.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Keeping the fights. Get a pair of light heavyweights up in this bad boy. We get Tom Aspinall, who we recently saw on that Whitaker Till card. This is tough, man. This is like a setup. Hey, you really want to be in the UFC type of fight? To get my guy Alan Bodot the okie doke on this one. But hey, he agreed to it. But hey, you got when they call you, when they call you, you gotta answer. You gotta be ready. But man, this is a cutout for him against Tom Aspinall, because Tom Aspinall is just putting everybody out. Even when he loses, it's because he's still putting you out with the 12-6 DQ. He's just nasty with it. Put Jake Collier out real easy first round finish.
Right.
And like the writing's on the wall. Bodot has to come in here and he has to pull off. Maybe he's coming in as the biggest underdog on the card at plus 300 to minus 400 for Aspinall. And
I want to see what Aspinall gas tank looks like. I don't know this is the guy that's gonna be able to show
this
what his gas tank. No. All right.
He just need to ride up the street. He ain't even going too far to even use too much gas. Like, hey, play, just take me up the street, man. I'm only up the street. Let me off real quick.
Bodot has a record that's looking like it's pretty much filled with cans over here, and it's not. With all due respect,
you calling everybody can crushers nowadays.
Hey, his first fight he was fighting against a guy 0-0. Cool. Mm-hmm. Second fight he fought against a guy 15-22.
Hey, that's a veteran. That's a veteran.
A veteran losing. Hey, this guy he ain't learned nothing in none of these fights, but how to lose more.
Oh, hey, don't forget the two draws too, man.
Third fight against a guy 15-9. Then he had a 4-3. Then he had a 0-0. Then he had a 6-11. Another 0-2. And he lost to Dausha, who was 6-1 at the time.
Anybody would have won a record.
It's tough, bro. Like Bodot, I'm not gonna say I wasn't like impressed by his footage. Well, I wasn't overly impressed by his footage. He got like nice little judo flips and whatnot, but I don't know that he can withstand those hands, bro. Like you said, Aspinall put out Collier in under a minute. Looking at his record right here, his last 4 fights combined less than 1 round, like minute and 16 seconds, minute 21 seconds, and 2 of them under a minute. Like it's not even 5 minutes, bro. He ain't been to the second round in 4 fights total. Out here looking like Ngannou.
Yeah, he's not making it. He's not making it to the second round in this fight either. Bodot, we saw what happens when he fought a guy who's in the UFC. I know Aspinall is only making his second fight in the UFC, but he fought Dausha. I'm about to get the last name off. Lungian Buddha. Longian Buddha. However you want to call it. Some sounded close. And he got put to sleep. He didn't lose. He just didn't lose that fight. He got put to sleep. I believe that fight lasted 26 seconds. Yeah. So a 26 seconds fight. His other win that he had against his fight against a guy with a winning record, he won via disqualification. So he technically hasn't actually put up a win, or he hasn't fared well against guys with winning records. Basically, guys who are good, and that's what my guy Tom Aspinall is about to be. Somebody who's good, fighting good talent, strong fighter, good hands. And you can't forget, Tom Aspinall is a former boxer, so his stand-up is about to be better than a lot of guys you're going to see in the ring. And we're coming down on Bodot, but he's not physically imposing. Like you said, his footage didn't wow you. It didn't wow me either. I was just like, yeah, he's just a guy. He just so happens to be bigger than the guys he's fighting, and he's fighting over in Japan. No shade to Japan, but it wasn't like he was fighting in One or Ryzen or anything over there in the Asian countries. He's fighting in the lower tier fighting organizations, and it's going to show, and it shows in the odds. You're plus 300 for a reason. It's tough that they're doing this to you for your debut. I feel like he's more along the lines like, hey, Bodot versus Daquan Townsend is more so his speed, and that's where he should be. That's no shit. That's more of the guy that you want him to come in against. You don't want him to come in here with a monster and Tom Aspinall, because this is a showcase fight for Aspinall. This is, at the end of the day, the UFC is like, hey, we got a little 205 on our hands who might. Tom Aspinall get this done. They're going to probably try to test him with another guy hovering in that close to top 15 area, maybe like a top 25 fighter, especially if he does it in an impressive fashion.
I'm wondering if this fight is at a heavyweight. It says Aspinall's last weigh-in was 248. Yeah, I'm hoping that this Bulldog guy is
Yeah,
moving up.
This is that heavyweight.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know that.
I kept thinking it was like yeah.
No,
that's
I
right, it
was
was
thinking that too at first, but man, he's more closer to especially like you said.
at that point, Bulldog
is done. Bulldog is done.
Bulldog done. I thought that. I thought this was light heavyweight. I thought this was coming in weighing the same on Friday. No, he about to come in.
He about to come in here probably 250.
Oh yeah.
Bulldog about to come in probably 225. And like I said, he didn't look physically imposing even when he was fighting. So it's like almost had the Townsend kind of speed. So I see why he said that's who he should be fighting. That's the level of fighter he should be fighting. Aspinall, yeah, bro. That hand speed is crazy. He's he's an impressive knockout. Maybe getting the fight against our guy Bulldozer Bozer. They probably got the best hands in the heavyweight division between the two of them. Outside of One Punch Man. No disrespect, all due respect. One Punch Man.
Don't do it. Don't do that to Aspinall. He's not ready for my guy Bulldozer. He's not ready. Bulldozer will be fighting. Bulldozer will be in the championship fight before his career is over. I'm telling you.
That's a big ass.
I didn't say he's gonna have the belt. I said he will have himself positioned to be in the title fight. The footwork and his constant movement. We saw what constant movement does for you. I'm about to take it back to last Saturday. The living legend Holly Holm, constant movement, gets it done. Bulldozer's always on the move.
Mother time herself.
Sticking and moving. Sticking and moving. So yeah. So I don't want to give Aspinall too much like a Bulldozer, but hey, it's very possible they both on the range. I would like to see it. Maybe Felipe Lynch for Tom Aspinall.
If Lynch can't do that, hey, you out of here, bro. Yeah, you out of here.
I'll just go back to the PFL, bag up, cake up on you. Oh yeah, man, yeah. I got Aspinall getting it done though. You got Aspinall getting it done.
First round.
Bodot will have to come out and pull off something crazy. I don't see him having an advantage anywhere.
That's his only chance. I don't even think
He was doing judo and jits at 205. I don't know if he has the power to do like. That's why I thought this was light heavyweight. I was looking at Bodot's resume. I was like, oh yeah, okay, Aspinall's moving down, but man,
at 248, yeah, you ain't moving down nothing. Yeah, he about to knock old Buddy Block off because he did not move like a heavyweight. I remember that fight. He don't move like a heavyweight.
Tough.
Give
tough
him Pessoa next.
Give him Felipe. I like Felipe. He be. Come at me. It's a heavyweight out there for him. Maybe even one of these guys out of the. You can do that, or you can give him somebody off at his card. Greg, I don't know. I think, or even Alan Budot versus Greg Hardy makes more sense.
You trying to get Budot killed?
Greg Hardy is still green. He's still a big.
But he's still more athletic than all of these people, bruh. All of them.
I'll say this. You look at Tom Aspinall's record and you see him just constantly knocking out people. You look at Greg Hardy's record and you see a lot of deciding. That's the difference. Hardy is athletic, but he still doesn't have it all there in terms of how am I going to set you up so I can get you out of here. So
he just got the overhand.
He's just a big guy with power. So he doesn't know how to utilize it yet. I still think he's like 2 years away from seeing a form where he's dominant or is at his like complete self in a sense. Luckily he's at heavyweight, so you can be an old heavyweight and be a good heavyweight, so he's got time. But yeah, Aspinall for the W. Aspinall via first round knockout. Performance bonus give a performance bonus to a guy who's minus 400.
I think that should be under a minute. It has to be under a minute.
You gotta have a time. If it's not under a minute, it can't happen in the second round.
He might do it. Like looking at his last, gotta at least be first round. Can't be second round, bro. Gotta at least be first round. But I mean, looking at his resume, bro, I wouldn't put it past him. Like he might go out here and flatline nobody. Like you're done. That's it.
Yeah. Watch Bodot come out and shock the world. I told you I was going. No, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, man, stay tuned. Keep rocking with us. 4 more fights left on this card. I know what to do. You know where to leave the comments. And it's Cajun style. Easy.
Yeah.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
And just like that, after that quick first round finish, we come right to the market we get to the Marcus Perez versus Duplessis. Duplessis. I'm gonna just call him Duplessis. That name cool anyway. Duplessis. Oh, whatever. DDP in here. That's what I'm gonna call him. Hit him with a DDP. Marcus Perez versus Duplessis. Yeah. We get a nice showdown between these two, and it's going to be an interesting fight. This one is probably the closest fight to me in terms of styles, and just overall ability and talent.
Perez, good grappler, a little bit more seasoned than my guy Duplessis, and Duplessis is out here looking apart, but he just hasn't fought necessarily the same level of guys. I think this fight can honestly, like you said, I think this could go either way. Both out here subbing mad people. Duplessis 14 wins, 2 losses. All his wins are finished though. So both his losses are finished too. Got knocked out once, got subbed once.
Don't like the judges.
Don't like the judges at all. Got 5 knockouts and 9 subs. So it's gonna be tough because Marcus Perez, another one of these guys that like to grapple tournament in his off time, and you know, he's out here 3 knockouts, 6 subs of his own. This is a toss-up fight for sure.
And they keep giving him these opponents who are fairly equal to his talent. Like Perez hasn't been in a fight that he can't win. Like he had Wellington tournament, could have won that fight. Had right. Andrew Sanchez, could have won that fight. I'm assuming they were pretty high on him. They kept giving him favorable fights. They're giving him another one in this one right here. But he's fighting a newcomer.
They gave him the Hernandez that's the one that got kneed all up.
Yeah, that's when Holland beat.
Got kneed all up by Holland. Yeah.
Holland gave him a win. And he was also scheduled to fight Eric Spicely, another fight that you can see Perez winning. Like they give him guys who can. He probably can beat him. Yeah, keep giving him these toss-up fights. Give him something easy or give him something hard. Don't just give him these maybe something like that.
Could have made him fight Buckley. Come on, man.
I think. See, and at that point, he's beating Buckley. Too skilled all around. Like Buckley,
too good of a grappler, and that's the problem with that first fight. Exactly. We were. Still don't want to see it. Could have gave him input, but probably does the same thing. But you know,
no, don't give him any of those guys.
No.
They're still too fresh.
Too green.
All it's going to take is one takedown, and Perez got you in the pretzel. He's telling you have a nice day. Yeah.
No leg lock coming next time. I think I got Drickus,
something like that.
DDP, the Diamond Cutter.
Oh. My guy Diamond Dallas out there hot. Who out here giving out my name like that?
Let him know. Bang.
Oh snaps! But yeah, and I'm also rolling with Ricketts in this fight. I just think his stand-up is great, or not great, but his stand-up is better than Marcus Perez. He's coming. He was the champion over there when he was fighting in South Africa. He lost that fight via knockout, lost his belt, got back to his winning ways. Think he's going to continue his winning ways here. Perez is coming off, I want to say 2 straight losses. Got the Wellington and let me just discount double check. The other one was a grappling tournament, so it don't even count. He got the Wellington.
About to get grappled up today too.
I just think he's going to lose so much in the striking game. He's probably going to get hurt somehow, end up getting taken down, end up getting submitted, and we're looking at a new face with some good skill sets out here in the UFC, and my guy DDP. I feel pretty good about his ability, his skill set, and hey, it's gonna be something to see at 170. About 185, middleweight. The odds are on Bovada they got Perez plus 115 to minus 145 to DDP. So yeah, like toss-up fight. Pretty close to a toss-up.
I'll take DDP for sure.
Yeah, I think he. It can very, very easily be a decision too. Like
yeah, they can grapple each other to a stalemate for sure.
Yeah, I'm rolling with DDP, man. I think he got it. You rolling with DDP?
You already know. Diamond Cutter.
I got
Diamond
DDP
Cutter all day.
That's the move we gonna pull out. Pulling it out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man, this was a quick one. We got through this pretty. Nothing to see here. Not really to see here on this one, you know. But yeah,
2 guys. They like to grapple, you know.
Very close fight. You know, nothing.
I just hope the grappling don't end up all against the cage.
Somebody. I was just gonna say this might also be one of them snooze fests. That's still made type of situation.
Hope they got the refs that tell them to break if they clinch against the cage, not doing nothing.
Hope they put him on all the heavy grappler fights. Hey, if you're not trying to sell,
I've been hearing a lot of people not liking that wrestling style. I don't know. Not giving them enough time to work. What if that was in their game plan? Bro, the game plan should not be, I'm going to hold you up against the wall and make sure you can't move. No, do damage.
That ref right there to go. Take notes. Tyone, take notes.
But yeah, Herb Dean, take notes.
Yeah, that guy too. Herb Dean
he was stopping them cage clinches quicker than Herb Dean was stopping some of those finishes with guys already knocked out on the floor. Just throwing that out there.
Oh man, that's cold, man. That's cold. Fact though, that is a fact. Hey, Dan Hardy would agree. I'm sure he was ready to put them hands on Herb Dean that one night. But yeah, stick around. 3 more fights left on this card. The co-main and the main event, super good. We got one more fight, and it's the heavies. We about to get to the heavies. So yeah, man, I don't know what it
more
is.
More heavies, you know.
Cajun style, we styling on them.
Styling.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
I know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
I know what it is. And we get the heavies again. They gave us heavies on the prelims. They gave us heavies on the main card. Close enough that they almost gave them the heavies for Coleman. Luckily, we got Macwan for that one.
Needed it.
Or we would have been looking at Rothwell Tybor for Coleman, I'm sure. I just got
three heavyweight fights on this card. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's right. That's no decisions. All these heavyweight fights have the makings of fights that are going to be stopped, and this one is no different. Get Ben Rothwell versus Marcin Tybura. And man, Tybor's coming off that he just fought maximum aggression. I remember that fight was wasn't a finishing that one. I didn't.
That's what Tybura does. Phone call, man. Phone call.
No, it's all good. So, people be calling. Yes, the Tybura maximum aggression fight. He just weighed on him like a wet blanket. Kate, that was a fight when you needed like you said, you needed that ref to be like, hey, if you ain't going to advance, break. Hey, separate. I need to go. This is a fight. This ain't a grappling tournament.
Tybura did the same thing to Spivak too. It was
and I don't see him trying to do anything other than that against Ben Rothwell. The only issue is out of those two guys, none of those two guys have the hands that Ben Rothwell has.
Facts.
So Tybura is going to have a problem or an issue trying to implement that game plan on Rothwell, who we just saw
grabbing naked like and his big worm on money talks. Did he grab you like this or did he grab you like this?
What's wrong with you?
Can't do that, bro.
I have shirt off.
If he come in there with that game plan, bro, he can uppercut it all in you.
Oh man, the Rothwell OSP fight doesn't lead you to believe it's going to be a finish, but I think Rothwell can get the night.
Yeah,
I think he can get it done. OSP doesn't engage as much as Tybura does because Tybura is he actively seeks out the grappling to get you on the cage clinch. That's something that OSP doesn't do. So I believe we're going to see Tybura coming forward a little bit more. Man, this has the makings to be. I'm just saying, this has the makings to be one of those. Why the hell is this on the main card type of fight? No, all due respect.
One of two things is gonna happen. There's only 2 ways this fight could go, bro. Either Rothwell is gonna piece him up. I hope his footwork is up to par to even be able to do that because I know he got the hand speed. I just don't know that he got the foot speed at 38? 38? Yeah, man. I don't know that he got the foot speed to circle away at this point. But if all you're trying to do is grab up against the cage, bro, more than likely you're gonna catch one of these check hooks, you're gonna catch one of these uppercuts, you're gonna catch something coming in. So either Ben Rothwell is gonna knock his block off, knock him silly, or Tybura is just gonna hold him against the cage and do a heavyweight John Fitch impersonation for 15 minutes. And I don't think that's gonna happen.
Like which one of these guys are gonna be able to implement their skill set in this fight or dominate with their skill set? Either Tybura is gonna dominate with his clinching, grappling, and like I said, man, I hope we really do have that ref that breaks you on. This is the fight that really needs it. Because in that Maxim Gresham fight, Tybura didn't actually exert himself with the grappling until that 3rd round. Up until that point, it was and I was like, I might have played it. I might have messed around and downloaded, what's that game called? Candy Crush. I might have downloaded Candy Crush and started playing that bad boy during that fight. That's how bored I was.
the odds say Rothwell should get it done. It's -175 to +145.
I don't know what I'll be talking about.
I do think Rothwell gets it done. At the very least, he's going to at least be able to steal 2 of the 3 rounds. The third round, if his gas tank is lost, he may end up getting taken down and find himself in some trouble. But early on, a fully gassed up Rothwell at the beginning of the fight is coming, swinging heavy, swinging fast, and Tybura wants no parts of that. He's going to try to clinch it. So.
And Rothwell got good jig, so Rothwell got good jig, so it's not like he's just gonna be able to, like he might be able to overpower him with the wrestling and the clinch work up against the cage every now and again. But like if he get him to the floor, it's not like he's just gonna be able to manhandle him like that. So at that point, like I said, man, let them hands go. Just let them go. Let them go. No grass.
If all else fails, Stephen Struve him. Punch him in the nuts. Get the separation. Rothwell good for it. Rothwell good for it.
Yeah, he was for sure about to lose that fight too.
Yeah. So
it's true. Like they still need. Hey, we need to find out who that ref was because that ref needs to be talked to.
That's Struve's fault for saying I want to continue. He was already ahead.
You're supposed to win it, right? You're supposed to win it, right? Because I'm gonna start it back.
Struve should have said that, but I win anyway if I can't continue. You punch me in the nuts. There you go. My nuts didn't punch him in the fist. So hey, Struve should have pulled to Diego Sanchez. Guys need to give Diego Sanchez for getting that W that he got.
Yeah,
use it to your advantage.
If you could have been a light heavyweight champion of the world by now.
Oh my goodness,
John Jones need him in the face while he was on the ground.
That rematch. Anthony Smith made a business decision.
I don't want to make this guy mad.
If I take the belt and I got to fight him again in the rematch, he's gonna be pissed that I agreed to take this win. Yeah, hey ref, I'll keep going. I'm already here. You already doing this.
Ain't no blame doing another thing. Jones would have been even more mad than he is right now.
He would have. Yeah, the rematch wouldn't have been anything.
Only 2 losses on his career being a disqualification.
Oh man, when he retires, he's gonna have to run that back with Matt Hamill like exhibition
retirement fight. Retirement fight for charity.
Exactly. I think the advantage is lost, bro. You down for the cause? But yeah, man, that's I got Rothwell for this one.
Rothwell.
You got Rothwell.
Let him go.
In this Cajun, styling on him.
Comment.
In the comments. Style on him in the comments real quick.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on him.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on him.
Y'all know what it is.
And as I like to say, co-main time. This is where it gets good. It was already a good card, man. 13 fight card, by the way. Or it should be 13 fights, but yeah. When we get to the co-main.
Rona withstanding.
Yeah. But hey, they haven't been having those issues on Fight Island, so we can only assume it stays the same. But when we get to, it's the American fighter. Everybody who's in America just, be out here, no mask, nose out, fooling.
Real presidential,
Oh, man. Why you had to, hey, did it to himself. Did it to himself. Anywho.
Hey, they said they got staff members and all that with the COVID and everything, but I digress.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on? Seemed like everybody was shaking everybody's hand. Hey, shaking their hand, wiping their forehead. Yeah, a lot of foolishness. Oh man, camera off. But yeah, man, we still probably off cricket. One more time. Oh, there you go. Probably still cricket. But man, we get my guy, who I think is the best featherweight currently fighting, Edson Barbosa, versus the guy. These are the 2 best right here. We got the best featherweight in the world, in my opinion, and we got the best tapology going to see in my guy, Makwan Amirkhani. If you think I'm lying, go look at his tapology. Matter of fact, we're gonna put it in this video. Y'all gonna see his tapology picture just so you can know, hey, that's what Makwan doing? Okay, cool. What's up, player? But yeah, man.
Looking like Scarface in a casino ad.
Oh man, every time I see that picture, I hope he fights more often so I can just go see his picture every time I'm checking up on him. Like, oh yeah, that's what he out there doing. He's out here for it. And he don't look happy to be. He don't look happy to be there either. In the picture, he's like, this shit again.
This is life. He looked like Eddie Murphy at the beginning of Coming to America when he was trying to talk to his parents. Like, hey, y'all really just gonna make them do all of this for me? Like, The baths.
Oh, he looked like he just did after she got up and said the royal is clean, Your Highness. He
Exactly.
It's like, oh man. If you haven't seen Come to America, you gotta watch that movie too, man. Good movie.
Great movie.
That boy good. Well, yeah, man. To the fight, man. We get Barbosa, who is a crazy, crazy striker in terms of leg kicks. Probably has some of the deadliest leg kicks coupled with him. You can have a back and forth between him and Jason Gaethje at that point.
I give him that.
And in my opinion, he did lose that Paul Felder fight. Didn't lose the Dan Ige fight.
Splitty and Splitty back to back. That's tough, bro. It's tough.
Clearly lost that Khabib fight. Clearly lost that one. But his last two fights were fights that, like maybe a younger Barbosa gets it done. I thought he was better than Ige. I thought he was better than Paul Felder. He has a previous win over Felder. I just think sometimes guys get away from doing what's best. Like, hey man, you have some deadly calf kicks. Get the calf. You saw Aldo, like some of these guys are just, I don't know, maybe the leg hurt now. I have no idea what's going on, but
yeah, Barbosa shy. It seemed like they're a little gun shy. In this fight though, I think this is pretty much tailor made for him. And no shade to Americani because that's my guy, but he's not necessarily the most dangerous guy on his feet, I'll say. He does have a crazy flying knee stoppage in 4 or 8 seconds. It was very Jorge Masvidal, like no hand behind the back. Low-key did the same flying knee in his last fight, ended up with an anaconda choke though. As far as, standing up, he's not technically piecing folks together every fight. So Barbosa
didn't he only throw, like, he didn't throw strikes that whole first minute of that Danny Henry fight? Like, he doesn't throw. He
was blocking for like a minute and a half. And he caught him slipping. I want to say it might have been like a foul or something too. He might have got like punched in the nuts or eye poke or something, if I remember correctly. But it was like a little short break in action. And they started him back, and he got pissed, and he was like, "Yeah, nah." And he ran up on him, flying kneed him in the face, had him all up against the cage, anacondaed him up. Like, okay, I see you, Macklin. I see you.
Did you have a sound effects button over there? Because that was kind of clean. That was a clean. That sounded just like the karate movie. Well, hey, that Barbosa's gonna have to watch for the knee. I predict he's coming out with
the knee, and he's gonna have to watch for like a bunch of little spinning back fists and all types of crazy stuff. But like technicality, you ain't really got to worry too much about that. But if this ain't technical, Barbosa's getting it done, bro. And it's like, for Macklin to be a guy who is so submission heavy, he's not necessarily the wrestler. I feel like Barbosa has had problems with wrestlers who can like get him down, trap him down, legs between the legs on some Khabib stuff.
Right.
Outside of that though, like, I mean, he got jits himself, so you're not just about to ragdoll him,
I agree. I totally agree. And also the fact that he's fighting at featherweight and no longer at 155, where he was still, I feel like he was physically at an advantage in a lot of those fights, but now he should be even more so. He's going to come into this fight tall. Macklin is also a tall fighter at 5'10". These are both pretty tall featherweights. Barbosa's 5'11". But yeah, like you said, bro, if this fight stays at the fighting distance that it was between Macklin and Danny Henry, Barbosa should be chewing that front leg up. We should be seeing that leg get lifted off the ground every time it plants, simply because Macklin doesn't have anything to throw at him in terms of striking that Barbosa should be worried about.
Right.
Just keep your guard up and tear that leg apart.
I'm expecting this honestly to look like the Macklin and Shane Burgos fight. And like I said, man, it's tough because I like Americani, that's my guy. But you got a heavy disadvantage on the feet, man. On the feet, this not even. And I mean that the Burgos and Americani fight almost reminded me of the Barbosa and Hooker fight, and that was Barbosa's only win in his last 6 fights. Those fights basically ended pretty much the same. Like, one guy just outworking the other guy to the point where the other guy was like, "Yeah, just stop kicking me at this point. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like, wait a minute, bro.
Stop him. He's doing too much." Ah, man, yeah. Barbosa's coming in at a -260 favorite to a +200 underdog from Macklin. It makes all this sense because, hey, every fight starts standing, and you got to get him to the floor, or you got to get him in position to get this sub off. And I don't think Barbosa is that easy to get a sub off against. And this is probably Barbosa's last chance, in my opinion. Getting older, that Dan Ige fight was supposed to be the fight that was going to set him up to be in title contention or start that title push at featherweight. So this Macklin fight gets him a ranked fighter, maybe even a Shane Burgos guy's next, or I don't know why they were rematched the Dan Ige fight, but it was a controversial split decision.
Imagine if Barbosa wins that fight and he's fighting against Calvin Kattar instead of Danny Ige. Like that's tough, bro. One loss moves you so far down. Even when it's a split loss too. Like, I mean, Ige went from number 15 at the time, 15, 14, somewhere around there, to fighting against the top 5 off of one split win. And Barbosa, I mean, that was only his first featherweight fight. He ended up going right back to the end of the line. Like, I mean, Americani is not necessarily the end of the line. They were trying to give him another chance with the Yusuf Zalal fight. I feel like they are.
Sadiq Yusuf.
Yeah. Sadiq Yusuf. Yeah.
Yusuf. Are they gonna have a Yusuf fight in the future?
Oh, I don't want no smoke. No smoke.
Oh,
Sadiq too strong, bro. That boy strong.
Oh man.
I want to call him country strong, but that ain't even country. He like jungle strong, bro. He like that boy strong, like.
Yeah, the heart-shaped herb strong. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, man. But I feel like they're gonna give Barbosa a chance to get his way up the ladder quicker rather than later. With a win, if he were to get a win, like you said, I could see him fighting against a Burgos or maybe even against a Josh Emmett. I don't know what Josh Emmett's whole knee situation is looking like after that Burgos fight. I could see one of those type of things happening. Or if they want to like really fast track him, just give him Jeremy Stevens, because I know he'll probably dust Jeremy Stevens off if he hasn't already. I'm pretty sure they might even fought before. Nah, they ain't fought before. Ooh. But yeah, that's
man, you trying to set up fireworks over here. I like the Josh Emmett fight.
Hey, man.
I don't know if Josh Emmett takes it because he's sitting at number 6. He probably thinks he's like 1 or 2, maybe not 2. He's like 1 fight away from being in title contention. Would it be
any issue, bro? That after taking that long break, he's like, yeah, bro, I'm not moving down. Not
going to fight down, but it's possible.
That's the thing about Barbosa though. He's still probably one of the bigger names in the whole division. Like,
because that can for sure main event.
Fight before, yeah.
I can main event a fight night for sure. So, yeah, especially if he goes out and gets it done impressive in this fight, I can see Barbosa even jumping everybody in that 10 to 15 rank and getting the top 10 fighter. Because hey, man, controversial loss to Dan Ige, who's sitting somewhere in that top 10. So, yeah,
this is still the toughest division in MMA. This is the toughest one, bro.
145,
toughest one.
Over
no ranking for Bryce Mitchell, no ranking for Spike Carlisle, no ranking for Billy Q. This is no ranking for Barbosa, no ranking for Americani. Toughest division, bro. Toughest division.
I'm trying to think of a division that could possibly be just as tough. What about Bantamweight?
Man, we don't even know those guys.
No.
Moraes
lightweight.
15 now. Lightweight.
I already know you don't like 185. I'm not even going to ask you about middleweight. I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm not even going to ask you.
Right,
I know not to ask you about heavyweight.
Yeah. As soon as Cyril Gunn got in the top 15, I was like, yeah, everybody else had the top 15 trash.
Oh,
now they got both in the top 15 too. Yeah, everybody, you're not in the top 15. You nothing to see here.
Yeah, got a point. Yeah, 145 is lit.
Rocks with all y'all. Y'all are very entertaining.
145 is lit. So yeah, man, I got Barbosa. You got Barbosa.
Finish. Styling on it.
Yeah. This is a performance bonus on the way. I can see an explosive, maybe some type of those kicks, man. Those kicks got to get it done. He's got to utilize his specialty, which is kicks. Don't go all Jose Aldo on us and stop kicking, man. Kick. If you can't kick, if you can't kick, you shouldn't be fighting anymore. And that's not to say you're not a good fighter, but kicking is what sets you apart from everybody else. You're kicking it.
What got you there?
Exactly. Oh yeah. Main event on the way, and I already know you up to some nonsense on this one. I know you up to something on this one. I know I'm not gonna like your pick.
Fireworks. 5 rounds.
I'm not already know, but yeah, man. Stay tuned. Main event on the way. Yeah. Easy. Cajun style.
Styling on them.
Easy.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
So we get to the cold main. Not even. We get to the main event.
The main thing.
Hell of a main event. Title implications. And maybe even Frankie Edgar implications. I know you like that right there. I know you like the Frankie Edgar implications.
Nice guy to dust off the old guy.
It would have had garbrandt implications had he not got injured. But and he's trying to like he did. I don't even know if he wanted to smoke at 135. You drop it down to 125.
I actually wouldn't mind. You don't want no smoke.
You don't.
I wouldn't mind seeing Garbrandt versus Frankie Edgar too. That's a good fight.
Good fight. I like it. Last time we saw Corey Sandhagen, he was wearing the Aljamain Sterling backpack.
looking like he was Draymond taking the jumper. Aldo was on his back.
And then the last time we saw Moraes, he was getting controversial decisions over Jose Aldo, which led to Aldo getting the title fight.
It was almost a year ago, bro. Almost a year ago.
And I wasn't happy about Aldo getting a title fight. I felt it should have been on Aldo already at that moment. You can't lose. You can't lose and get a title shot. And it wasn't even a controversial loss. Like, yeah, Jose went out there and did his thing. Like, no, it was kind of clear you stepped off the gas pedal in that third round. Yeah. Like, maybe they thought you won because you're a fan favorite. A lot of people like you, but you clearly lost to Marlon Moraes, and they didn't give him the title shot. They gave it to Jose, which was kind of trash. Shady in my eyes that they was willing to give a loser and not winners title fights, but just
especially with so many hot guys on the super pause. Especially with guys riding so many hot streaks on the in this division. Had a couple guys on hot streaks,
That's sort of reworded. It's not a hot guys that ran away.
Moraes basically only got that one loss.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro. Moraes only got 2 losses since 2011. One was a split decision to Rafael Santos, and the other one was that Henry Cejudo fight where he basically thought he had to finish in the first round and then gassed out and got dominated in the second and third round until he got finished himself. The gas tank issue is really Moraes' issue, but I really don't understand I don't know other way to call it besides calling the shade. I don't understand the shade as to how not only did Aldo get a fight for the title coming off the loss to the guy, but Aljamain Sterling took a pretty dramatic L to him as well. And like I said, bro, his only loss was to Henry Cejudo, who's retired. So it's kind of like, hey, bro, I'm still here. Yeah. Like I'm ranked number 1 for a reason.
And we just saw them give a title shot to a guy who lost to the champ with Dominique Reyes and John Blackwood. So I don't get why did Marlon Moraes get overlooked in that situation?
Because they wanted to pretend like Aldo won. Dana really came out and said he thought Aldo won, even though it was a split. I thought it was much closer to favoring Moraes and Aldo. And Aldo was moving forward, but Aldo was getting clipped the whole time. Like, he was getting clipped. Like,
yeah, true. Yeah, but at that point, it's almost like it doesn't show integrity in the sport. If you can say, I thought Jose won, but the judges thought otherwise. I know you're running the company, but you put these judges in place. That's like, at the end of the day, we all go vote because everybody's gonna go vote. You better go vote in November. Mm-hmm. And the popular vote says this is who they want as a president. Electoral College says, but this is who we think you guys should have as president. I know they're in place to make those decisions. Yeah. But still, like, if the popular vote is saying this and there's no fishy business going on, you should respect the wishes of the popular vote. Yeah. No, people are already deceased somehow still voting. Stuff like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So for the UFC to overlook Marlon Moraes was almost, in my opinion, kind of shady, lack of integrity. Still rock with the UFC, but that was messed up. Because for y'all to go then, now the guy who lost get a championship fight, and he lost. And Dominique Reyes, like it's almost like he shouldn't have been in that bad boy. But I think the timing worked out for them to make it a championship fight. Those were the 2 guys who were fighting for the title elimination to fight John Jones. So I think it just worked out that way. But they probably should have let Marlon Moraes get the fight. But man, we digress. We ain't even broke down the skill set. We ain't even broke down the technique. But there's nothing to really break down here.
It's power versus length, basically.
At the end of the day, you got the 5'11" Sandhagen.
5'11", who we ain't never thought, oh, this guy should be on 145 because he's just too muscular. Nope. Marlon Moraes got the gas tank at 5'6" and the body looking like I don't even know what he looked like. He swole though. Looking like a 135 Thiago Alves. Like he swole. Like the gas tank is just out here falling apart simply because he a little bit too muscle bound. Look like Paul Robertson. Too
much heavy swings. Sometimes you gotta save those swings. You got so easy with all that muscle. Yeah, Sandhagen should for sure be at featherweight at this point. And I think if he actually loses, it might be time to say, you know what, I might have a better chance at featherweight.
Because I already know
Don't
that
have the same advantages though. Don't have the same advantages.
he doesn't, but he may actually be a better fighter, possibly. They'll give him a top 10 fight. He'll for sure. He loses here.
Facts.
He loses here. He's like he's got to go wait behind Frankie Edgar, Jose Aldo.
Maybe we get him. Wait too long for Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar losing his next fight, bro.
Oh man.
Sandhagen lose here. He probably fight Munoz or something, dust him off, and then
Why do you keep doing this to the legend? First Whiteman, then Holly Holm, now Frankie Edgar. You take over.
I did it to Frankie Edgar too before the fight. He proved me wrong. Fooled me 3 times. Can't get fooled again. Oh, hey, I'm not believing in you guys. You gotta get the favorable match.
Oh my God, you gotta prove him wrong at least twice for him to think that you got a chance.
Oh, you want him still old? I don't know.
I get it. I get it. But you out here saying Wyman might be the guy to beat Izzy now. Man, make it make sense.
I said he got the skill set. He's not gonna do it. He got the skill set. I don't even think he's gonna get enough wins together to even get there. But
I think they know what
the
make
rest
that
of them
matchup.
ain't enough worth it. Same way he trying to get Holly Holm back up there. Same way he trying to get no Holly. Never mind. Holly Holm, you deserve it. You beating up everybody except for Nunez. The rest of y'all, favorable matchups.
But yeah.
Frankie Edgar, kind of old.
So yeah.
But let me make you fight against somebody almost equally as old. It was either gonna be Munoz or Santiago. Those are the only 2 fights they was giving that guy.
Oh man.
They wasn't gonna give him Cody G. They wasn't gonna give him Sandhagen, but he got dusted off by Korean Zombie instead at that point.
I think the winner of this fight is gonna end up fighting Frankie Edgar. I don't know, but
Moraes
only if the loser is Moraes. I don't know if Corey Sandhagen can afford the luxury of fighting Frankie Edgar after taking 2 straight losses. I think only if Moraes loses, he gets Frankie Edgar. If Sandhagen loses, he's fighting Jimmy Rivera or somebody like that. Pedro Muya. Cody
might get a Cheeto. Man, might get a Cheeto.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not mad at those fights, low key.
Yeah, those are good fights.
I love you want to see Sandhagen and old buddy that you was just talking about that took the L. Sugar Sean. He's not ranked. He shouldn't be ranked. Shouldn't. No.
So I'd rather see Stamen versus Vieira because Vieira actually earned his right to be fighting and give it to Sugar Sean. At that point, that's just them flexing their muscle. Like we want to make this guy.
If Sandhagen loses, Song Yadong.
That's all the way at the bottom of the pack. But yeah, I get it.
Hey,
easy.
You gotta climb back up somehow,
But yeah, man, as far as this fight goes, the odds are saying Corey Sandhagen's about to get it done. He comes in at -145 to a +115 for Moraes, and I say, y'all crazy because Moraes is about to knock his block off. I like you, Corey. I like you a lot. I think you're nice. I think you got a good game. But they just gave you 2 matchups against guys that are a little bit too much for you.
Oh my goodness.
Aldo was too much, and I think Moraes' power is going to be too much in this one. And I actually thought it was going to be Aldo's power that was going to be too much last fight. But now we're about to see what Aldo was supposed to do in this fight.
Aldo wasn't winning no striking match, bro. He wasn't going to win in a striking match. That's why he did what he did. He was like, I got the back. Taking it, keeping it, taking it.
But why would you
didn't even get to see the body work? Didn't get to see it. I'm trying to tell you. Split one time. Got capitalized on. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, man.
Can't be out here letting people get you back.
He got it while standing up. It was still dry. Nobody wet. Nobody sweating yet. Pause. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what's probably gonna happen. Moraes is probably gonna throw a lot of head kicks like he likes to do. He's probably gonna gas himself out. This is a 5-round fight.
5'6" on a head kick at 5'11".
That's what I'm saying.
You mean he about to throw a lot of body kicks? He gonna have to do jump kicks.
He about to throw a whole lot of shoulder kicks. That's what I'm saying.
He's saying he out here
He gonna gas himself out like he always do, throwing too many very powerful attacks. Like
I think we're going to see powerful leg kicks. There is no reason for a guy at that much of a height disadvantage to be throwing leg kicks. You're basically doing the splits. I mean, head kicks. You're basically doing the splits every time you're throwing a head kick. I'm predicting leg kicks and nice body work.
If he throws 3 head kicks, bro, he's gassing out. It's over.
I don't think
Sandhagen got good body work, good boxing.
We don't see a head kick in this fight. The guy's too tall.
He shouldn't fight. It's too entrenched in his game plan, man. He throw head kicks at everybody. Almost decapitated the guy, Jose Aldo.
They're almost the same height. That's why. He already know he can't reach this guy's head.
Hey, might not be able to reach his head with the punches, bro. You seen the Buckley and Holland?
Oh, here we go
I
again.
told you, bro. Shoulder rolls. Shoulder
Oh
rolls.
my
You know what
god.
I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know what you be watching. I could have sworn. I don't know. Got my guy doing jump head kicks, jump punch kicks, or jump punches. You basically saying he shouldn't be plus 15. He should be like plus 300. You're crazy.
He too good to be that much of an underdog. Well, I'm just saying, bro. The height difference is about to play a big factor, bro. We're talking about a whole 5 inches. 5 inches. Ask my girl if she sees extra 5 inches. Bet you.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew
I'm
it.
just saying, it make a difference. It make a difference.
Oh my god. 5 centimeters will make it. Let me just stop. See, man, we came here to talk UFC, man. You done turned this into a Cardi B video. That's what you know. But yeah, man, I'm rolling with Moraes on this one, bro. I think he's about to get it done. There's a reason why he's a close underdog, because we want to give it to Corey. We want to give it to Corey, but we think that 5-inch height difference is going to play a factor. We didn't see it play a factor against Aljo. We're not going to see it play a factor here. We're going to see leg kicks and body work. If he throws anything at the head too often, he's losing. If he throws anything at the head more than, unless it's a punch, but if he throws any kicks at the head, I'm just let me put in my live bet now for Sandhagen. This is about to be a easy night if he wasted energy trying to land that. But yeah, man.
Sandhagen punches to the body, ground and pound, sub off on the ground. I told you, Sandhagen. I believe. Thought he was gonna beat Aljo. Didn't get a chance. Didn't give himself a chance. Aljo too good in the grappling and clinch department. Backpack on the cage. It's tough.
Man, I think we ended up disagreeing on 4 fights here. Got the 2 upsets in the beginning. You didn't want to believe that. Don't want to believe the 2 upsets early. You went Kasanga and I went Buckley. And now we got this one. You got Sandhagen. I got Moraes. We're gonna see, man. Looks like I'm about to be 13-0. You about to be 9-4. It all makes sense. Good work, though, man. Good work.
Corey's fan.
There's a way to victory for him, for sure. I'm not saying he's about to go out here and get washed. I just think Moraes, he has to get it done early. Has to get it done by stoppage. The gas tank is going to be an issue in a 5-round fight. He just so yeah. Maybe you're hoping for it to go to rounds 4 or something like that. Maybe you see a look. That's what you're hoping for.
Championship round.
Oh man. Oh yeah. That's what it is. That's what it do. That's UFC Fight Island. What is this? 5 in a nutshell. That's what it is, man. We didn't give you the fight.
Out here. Cajun
got the parlays coming up next. It's easy. And we styling on them.
Yeah, I'm getting them right this time. Switching it up.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.